I got interviewed to be an executive director of a company. So a couple of weeks ago, I did an interview to be an executive director. Nothing too crazy for people hearing this out, but for me it was something really big. I'm somebody who left my home country at 17 years old. I did all sorts of odd jobs. I did some work back in Nepal as well. And I created myself to be this character that can go out to people, speak to people, interview, work his way up in any company, put in the work, put in the discipline, put in the hard work and everything. And while I was going through the Indeed applications and Indeed, I saw a job posting that was nothing too crazy, but it was for executive director, and I had like few experiences, donor relations and stuff. So I created a resume out of it, and I applied for it, and luckily I got an interview. And here's what I learned from it. You basically do not need any sort of lavish experiences. If you have the grit, if you have the discipline, if you can keep your head down, if you can speak properly, dress properly, use the right words, be in the right room, you can basically work your way up and find something that is similar or something that is better for your life. Even though I did not get selected for the third round of the interview, but the two interviews went well. I was really happy with the outcome. I was really happy to step my foot in the door. And trust me guys, I was scared. I was really nervous, anxious. I had prepared for entire week for that interview, and I did like all of my research possible just for a phone call. But it was really simple. The first phone call that we had, it was really simple. They talked about my experiences, they talked about what I have done, they gave me a brief information about the company. That was it. So I really did not need too much prep. So the second interview was offered to me, and I prepped for it for another week again. And the second interview, it went well. Everything went well. The only reason that I could not move forward was I did not have a formal bachelor's degree that they really wanted. But at the same time, everybody was really impressed. The stakeholders, I had an interview with the stakeholders and everybody, so they were really impressed with who I was, the experiences that I had, the stories that I had, and they were basically ready to move forward. But there was two applicants with bachelors, so we decided to move for the final interview with them. That was fine with me. I didn't get hurt. It was nothing emotional, but I was really happy for the amount of experiences that I could have gained, and for everything that I could have done. I was really happy for it. And they decided to offer me another position, but I did not really take that at the moment. But at the same time, this is a hope for you guys. The dream life, or the life that you're dreaming to have, and the place you want to reach, is behind a really thin wall. It's not something that massive. That's what I learned from it. Because with me, having no bachelor's degree, no formal education, just pure experiences, pure stories that I could share, knowledges that I could share, funny stories on the way that I could share. I was the most interesting, most brilliant, and most sought out person in the whole interview, and they said that to me on my face. They were like, you have got some crazy stories. Just for that, we are really happy to have you here. And it was a sigh of relief when I walked in, and then when they started talking, and then they gave me that information mid-interview, right? So the motivation, the storyline, or the moral of the story for you guys is anything that you want is basically achievable, but you just need to put in the work. You just need to put your head down, stay in the trenches for a while. You will eventually get there. That job you want to have, the place you want to go to, the food you want to have, the lifestyle you want to create, it will happen. And it is going to happen. But it's just a matter of time who stays longer in the game, who keeps in the work, who puts in his promise, and that is basically it. You do not need anything more or less than that. So that's my story to you guys, and that is the basic that I want you guys to know about in life. The life you want to have is behind a really thin wall. It is something that you can just push it and you can get in it. It's not something that it's hard to break. It's not a big window. It's just a pure bubble that you can just, give a little bit of squish and then you can just get in it. So don't worry. Even though things don't work out in your favor for now, there will be a time, there will be a story, there will be an instance, there will be something that you have collected in your life, throughout your life, that will be useful for you guys. So that's the moral of the story, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.